Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back with another video. I know it's late, but these are my week 4 college football picks and predictions. A loaded slate of games. It is 6 top 25 matchups, and it's going to be a really fun day of college football. And I am going to give you all my picks and predictions. So yeah, let's go ahead, hop right into it with the first game of the day, the new 10 o'clock slate. Rutgers and Michigan kick it off 10 o'clock on Big Ten Network. Michigan, first test of the year, but it's probably going to dominate Rutgers. I mean, they're not great. They're not horrible, though. They're Michigan's hardest team so far they've faced. J.J. McCarthy looked pretty bad against Illinois last week. How is he going to be? That's a big question mark. But outside of that, I do believe Michigan will cover and dominate in this game. Wolverines to 4-0. Then 10 o'clock, big noon kickoff. You got Cincinnati, 16th ranked Oklahoma. This technically is a conference play matchup because Cincinnati is in the Big 12 now. Oklahoma, but will be moving. This is their last year in the Big 12, as they'll be moving to the SEC. So technically this is kind of like a non-conference game. It's big noon kickoff. Oklahoma ranked 16th. Dylan Gabriel in this offense looks ecstatic. This defense is showing signs of improvement under Brent Venables. I think Oklahoma just dominates. It's on the road. I still do. I believe Oklahoma will win this game by like 20 points. Oklahoma in there will dominate. And then 10 o'clock, ABC, Clemson at home against number 4 Florida State. Clemson is unranked, 2-1. And again, they were ranked 9th to begin the year. That awful game against Duke, they got destroyed. Then they looked bad against Charleston Southern. They played FSU, they're 2-1. And now they got the home atmosphere. It's sold out for number 4 Florida State. As much as I want to pick Clemson, I just can't. This Clemson offense is just awful this year. It's a reason why they're 2-1. I really am going to say it. This Clemson offense is just terrible. This defense is good, but I think the defense isn't going to be able to do it. Florida State's offense is great. The Florida State D is good, and Clemson's O is just terrible. I got Florida State probably by like 10, covering to win it in that one. And then we get into the 1:30 slate. 1:30 on ABC, Oregon and Colorado. 19th ranked Colorado with their first true test of the day of the season. They go to number 10 Oregon in Eugene. Bo Nix, I think Oregon drops a 50 burger. I think Oregon's offense is tremendous. The Buffs defense is awful. I think, again, you look at it, Oregon probably won't lose this game. I think CU is going to be 3-1, have a little bit less momentum heading into that big matchup with USC. I think the Ducks cover. I think the Ducks win big against the Buffs. Then 1:30 on CBS, SEC football. 15th ranked Ole Miss going to 13th ranked Alabama in Tuscaloosa. And I think the Ole Miss Rebels here in this game really want to focus and win. And they go to Tuscaloosa. Alabama's struggling right now. Jalen Milroe will be their quarterback. But yes, Alabama is not in a good spot right now. They could very much drop this game. But I feel like Nick Saban, you got to trust him. This roster is loaded with talent. They just got to find it. And I think Alabama wins a close one against Ole Miss. But I think they pulled out. Then 1:30 on Fox. Number 22 UCLA going to number 11 Utah. A UCLA offense led by freshman quarterback Dante Moore. I say it right now, and I say it in between facts. I think UCLA offense is not great. The defense, but overall UCLA does look pretty good. But Utah's defense is terrific. So can I pick against Utah? I don't think so. I think this game is going to be close, but I think the Utes prevail at home. Take down UCLA. Then 1:30 CBS Sports Network, Duke and Connecticut. Connecticut is awful. They're 0-3. They don't have a quarterback. They've been terrible for so long. Duke looks great. I'm just not even going to talk. Duke will dominate that game. Then 1:30 ESPN2, Miami, ranked 20th, goes to Temple. a weird road game where they go to Temple. I've heard people say Temple is pretty good this year. Do I agree? I don't know, but I don't think Temple is bad at all this year. I think this game will be closer than people think, but I think, again, you can't pick Temple. I think Miami holds on, wins on the road, and then 2 o'clock, SEC Network, UTSA, a number 23 Tennessee. Tennessee, coming off that loss to Florida, they need to regroup. And then obviously there's UTSA, and when you look at UTSA, Frank Harris at quarterback, that's about it. This team is nowhere good to where they were in previous years. I think this game, it won't be close. I think Tennessee gets back on Tennessee football, dominates from start to finish there. Then the primetime window, 5 o'clock, ESPN, LSU, ranked 12th, hosts Arkansas. Just want to give my prayers to Greg Brooks after LSU starting safety discovered a brain tumor, has to undergo emergency surgery. I believe will miss the rest of the year. And I really like LSU, though. I feel like that Florida State game was just a growing pain in week 1, and I think they're going to come in. Arkansas is going to keep this close. This is a good Arkansas team, but I think Arkansas will lose in probably a 1-score game. It will be closer than people think it will, for sure. And then next up, 5 o'clock on Fox, Washington State, Oregon State. What do we pick here? You got Washington State 21st at home. You got Oregon State 14th. I think Oregon State is better than people think. DJ's playing great. This Washington State team, though, is pretty solid. But I'm not going to pick against them. I'm going to pick Oregon State to win. And I think they're going to show what Oregon State football is made of. Then 5 o'clock, ESPN Plus, you got Charlotte, 25th ranked Florida. Florida just got that big win. Let's go, my team, baby. Let's go, Florida, baby. We're elite. We got Charlotte. I think we're going to dominate this game. I don't think Charlotte is going to come close. I think we'll win big there. And then you got the 5:30 window. 5:30, ESPN2, Georgia, UAB. Let's be honest, this game is the worst of the day. This won't even be close. Georgia will dominate. Nothing there to be said. And then you look at 5:30, ABC, Baylor and Texas. Baylor's awful. They're going to have it sold out. They're going to look like they can come in and win. Texas is too freaking good. Texas will dominate. Baylor's terrible. And at 5:30, NBC, the crown jewel game of the week. Notre Dame, ranked 9th, in South Bend, hosting 6th ranked Ohio State. Game day is going to be there. It's going to be a wild atmosphere. And what do I say? I say Notre Dame at home is going to take down the Buckeyes in the top 10 showdown. I really like what Notre Dame's doing. I think they've got a great defense. Sam Hartman's tremendous. Ohio State's offenses looked poor. The defenses looked pretty good. I think this will be a defensive matchup. But I think Notre Dame's going to come through with the win. Then 5:30 CBS, Penn State and Iowa. The final top 25 matchup of the day. Number 24 Iowa to number 7 Penn State in Happy Valley. Penn State, this is their whiteout game. I'd be pissed if I were them, because you're not going to schedule it against Michigan. That's just interesting to me, because I feel like that would be the time to do it. That is not the case. Now, what do I say about this game? I say it's going to be awful. I think it's going to be low scoring. Iowa's O is terrible. Penn State's D is great. Penn State's O is interesting. Iowa's D is good. But Penn State will win this one on CBS. And then 6 o'clock, ACC Network. You got Pittsburgh hosting North Carolina. North Carolina played awful against App State in week 2. Then looked like maybe they could lose some games. Pitt's coming off a disappointing loss in the backyard brawl. But I'm going to go ahead and pick an upset. I got Pitt taking down North Carolina and Drake May in a good matchup. I think Pitt's going to escape just barely. And then 8:30 on Pac-12 Network, Arizona State, USC. Arizona State's terrible. USC is great. There's nothing to say here. USC will dominate this one. And then 8:30 on ESPN, final ranked game of the day, number 8 Washington and Cal. Cal has this phenomenal running back. And then you got Washington, which Michael Penix. This is phenomenal. This offense is incredible. and I just think Cal has no chance. Washington will dominate in this one. Thank you so much for watching. Those are my Week 3 picks and predictions. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.